Welcome to Bat's Advice. Today I want to talk about depression. It's a rather dark topic and I'm sure a lot of people suffer from this. And me as a bat have suffered from time to time in these caves and wildernesses that I explore. First we need to define the word. What does it mean? Well, according to the dictionary, it's a condition of general emotional dejection and withdrawal. Sadness greater and more prolonged than that warranted by any objective reason. That sounds a fair analysis of the word, but remember, it's just a word. Do not label yourself with this. You are better than a word. Now we know what it is. What can we do about it? Why do I feel sad today? Take a step back and look at your day. What are you doing in your day? Do you have a job? Unemployment was one of the reasons I suffered. I now have a job flying around. If you don't have a job, try your best, your absolute best, to find self-worth. Any job is a good job. A barista at Starbucks is making coffee for people and tea. That's a good job, to be honest. It's low paid, I get that. It's not all about the money, sometimes. Having conversations with people in a workplace can definitely reduce the depression. And Starbucks, you get random customers too. That sounds good. Having a social group will also help. You need friends. You need to have people to talk to about stuff. Even meaningless stuff like computer games. It's nice to talk to other people about, not just yourself. Also consider what you're thinking on a day-to-day basis. Are you thinking about the universe and how huge it is? Okay, that's fair. Are you thinking about how useless and pathetic you are? That's not good. Get yourself a routine. I'm not very good with routines. I like to wake up late and do nothing all day. That's the dream, isn't it? Isn't it? Maybe not. Humans, I believe, are day walkers. We need to wake up in the morning and do things during the day. Bats, they wake up at night, yes, so that's fine, I can do that. But we must have a regular sleep pattern, and during the awake hours, we must have a reason to do things. It's not all about work. Certainly not. A job might not be the answer, but having some kind of responsibility is the answer. You need to find something to do every day. Walking the dog is good, but sometimes it's not enough. And working a very low-paid job that you're not feeling comfortable in is also not very good. Maybe you're an intelligent individual and you feel like your job is worthless. Maybe it is. It definitely is below your expectations of what you thought you might be when you're older. But it's something. So keep working and don't quit. You need to keep the job. There are little instances at work that are hilarious. People do silly things. That's great. And colleagues, like I said before, are definitely worth talking to. Another reason for depression, and I think is quite an important one to mention, is all the stuff we see advertised to us all the time. Calvin Klein and perfumes and very perfectly defined individuals. Body image is definitely a reason you can feel sad. I'm a bat. I'm not exactly one of the most perfect looking individuals in the world, but I still get on. I'm happily married. And that's part of it, having that responsibility. Not looking at the latest gadget or tech thing that you really need. I want to have a 4090 series card. Do you really though? No. But all of those things, they definitely build up. My house is too small. I'm renting it. I feel really sad about that. So we're not here long enough to own anything anyway. We don't own anything. We just borrow it until it's time to leave, as in dead. All of the things that are advertised to you do definitely push you in a hole. So try to avoid thinking you need these things because you really don't. We don't need much. Money, of course, is always a reason. I don't have enough. I don't feel like I'm at that level. I'm worried about my house bills every single month. You know what? Anybody who's in a job that's well paid, it's only 3 months away from homelessness should you lose that job. Make sure the rent is paid and everything else will fall into place. The biggest thing for me would be to do something every day. Wake up, make your bed. That's one job done. At least you've done something today. Now you can get on the computer and start looking for jobs again. Do 2 hours of that. Then after you've done that, it's time for lunch. Get yourself a nice lunch. Don't spend too much money on it either. Go back, do some more job hunting. Maybe go out, get your CVs out in different shops. It's not all about getting a job, but you certainly need to do something with your time. I just mentioned get yourself a nice lunch. Diet is also very important. Humans are vegetable eaters and a little bit of meat. Don't eat too much sugary stuff, otherwise you'll go crazy. Put that Coca-Cola down and stay away from the chocolate. Now, if you're older and you don't have a job and you don't need a job, you still need to fill your day with things to do. Get down to the allotment, go see somebody in the pub, I don't know, go for a walk, talk to people in the local community centre. You need to do something with your time. Ultimately, that is the answer. I'm Bat's Advice, and I'll see you next time.